So hello folks, we are on the gold chart and we can see that monthly is all looking bullish, and then when we go to weekly time frame there is an internal range liquidity bullish PDRA, that is a bullish Ifvg which is being respected here. And where would the price move from this IRL to this ERL? Here would be our target higher time frame, that is all time highs. Gold will go to all time highs. So what would be the weekly profile, guys? As today is Monday to Tuesday, price would, before this candle, on this candle, price would go and take some liquidity or move against the direction at first. So what I marked was, there was this Ifvg here, this Ifvg I'm talking about. So price was here, I think. It swept out this liquidity. Where would be our next bearish PDRA? That would be this Ifvg, as we can see that. So from this Ifvg to this low here would be our target. And why I am being bearish here? Because weekly time frame is bullish, and firstly we go against the direction. So that's what happened here. So price for first was somewhere here, next PDRA was here. So exactly you can see that it respected that Ifvg here and made a higher high, and then on the hourly time frame, so from this 4-hour Ifvg to this external range liquidity would be our target, that is these lows here. As price moves, if you had watched the weekly profile, price firstly moves against the direction. So from this 4-hour Ifvg, and also this is a bearish PDRA which cannot be ignored, which cannot be undermined. So from this I anticipated it yesterday. Then price directly goes into it and respects that Ifvg, and then price will definitely move to these relative equal lows here. As you can see that I already marked this here. Price would move in this path. You can clearly see that. You can see that here I marked this yesterday. I anticipate prices. Gold is pretty new to me. So from this 4-hour Ifvg to this relative equal lows would be my target. So price tapped into it, I immediately entered. And on the 1-hour chart, if I prettily zoom out and remove this, just a second, and open the XAG+1H, that is silver chart, we can see a 1-hour fair value gap here being respected. 1-hour fair value gap being respected and price making a lower low, whereas the same 1-hour fair value gap was disrespected and price made a liquidity sweep here on this candle and entered into this 4-hour Ifvg as I showed. See, even the bodies are respecting that 4-hour Ifvg. So I immediately made my position. So if higher time frame bias, that is, you can also see that silver is also bearish on the 4-hour chart. So from this IRL to this ERL, and gold from this 4-hour Ifvg to this relative equal lows was my target. And on the 1-hour chart, there was a fair value gap here which was disrespected, price made a liquidity sweep entered into this 4-hour Ifvg, whereas price respected this bearish fair value gap here on XAG+1H. So where would the price move? It will definitely move from this IRL to this PRL continuation model here, whereas this would move from this external range liquidity, that is 4-hour Ifvg. So if this buy side liquidity is swept and higher time frame bias 4-hour is bearish, what would the price do? It will definitely move to sell side liquidity, right? That is this relative equal lows here. So price has swept the buy side liquidity. It will definitely move to this sell side liquidity here with SMT confirming the reversal. Now I will show you where did I enter. You can see that I entered 3359. And my target is these lows. Let's see how the trade goes. So as this is an experimental video, I'm still studying gold on how to read price here. So this risk to reward is pretty low, as you can see that here. So I entered here, my stop loss above SMT and my take profit to this relative equal lows. So this is the trade, guys. Let's see how it goes. And also there is another SMT here. I did not show you, just a second. And also there is another SMT. Here we can see that price made a lower low here. Price made a lower low here. Whereas the same price made a higher high here. So this is second level SMT, they call. Another SMT which confirms that price wants to move below these lows, or at least this low on the 15-minute chart. You can see an SMT here, another SMT where XAG+1H made a higher high, whereas gold spot made a lower low here. So this confirms that price wants to move lower. So let's break down the trade once again. So first of all, 4-hour Ifvg to this relative equal lows here. 4-hour Ifvg, you can mark down the price 3375 to 33772 3338. so this is our higher time frame 4-hour Ifvg, bullish Ifvg to this relative equal lows. And on the 1-hour time frame, we can see a fair value gap here which got disrespected, and price made a liquidity sweep entered into this 4-hour Ifvg here, whereas this made a lower low here by respecting this bullish fair value gap. So SMT confirms reversal. So if price has swept this buy side liquidity on gold spot, it will definitely move to sell side liquidity, as the 4-hour time frame is bearish. 4-hour Ifvg to these relative equal lows, whereas the same fair value gap was respected here, bullish fair value gap. So that means that price wants to move lower to this buy side liquidity, to the sell side liquidity here. So this is my trade, guys, and my position, as I already showed, you that now price will definitely come and tap these lows here. So this would be my trade, guys. Thank you. 4-hour Ifvg to external range liquidity, that is relative equal lows, and with 1 hour SMT where gold swept the buy side liquidity and entered into this 4 hour Ifvg, whereas XAG+1H, that is silver, respected this bearish fair value gap. So from this bearish fair value gap to this external liquidity, also on the 4 hour time frame, we can see that there is an 4 hour bearish fair value gap on XAG+1H also, which we had just tapped into, and price would move lower. So 4 hour FVG, 4 hour bearish fair value gap to this external range liquidity here, to this external range liquidity, whereas on the 1 hour we can see the SMT. So this is my bias, guys. Let's see how the trade goes. I will inform you after my take profit is hit. Let's go, guys. Thank you. 4 hour IFVG, 2 external range liquidity on gold, and 4 hour bearish fair value gap. 4 hour bearish fair value gap. To this four-hour bearish fair value gap to this external range liquidity, and 1 hour IRL to this ERL here. So this is my bias, guys. Let's see how the trade goes. So thank you, guys. This was my trade. Let's see how the trade goes.